elections are, you know, this is where we are. It's for the people. It's the grassroots. It's the boots on the ground. So, you know, we have to participate in the smaller elections.
Well, it is primary election day. Good evening, and thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Troy Johnson.
And I'm Megan West. All day across the metro, people have been heading out to vote. That's where we find the members of our 16 WAPT team. Kendall Jones will join us from Rankin County. But first, we hear from Brooklyn Joyner, who is live at Christ United Church tonight. Brooklyn, how's the turnout?
Well, Megan, I'm here at Christ United Church where there is an evening rush of voters waiting to cast their ballot. I don't know if you can see it, but behind me, there's a line of people. And I'm also here with the poll manager that's been here since 6 a.m. before the polls even opened, preparing for these voters. So, Ms. Demetra, can you tell us what voter turnout has been like all day today?
So today, when we opened the polls, we had a couple people just standing in line waiting. It wasn't very many. The crowd has been kind of slow, steady but slow. But now, since about 4:30-ish, the line has picked up, and now you see we do have a line.
Yes, it got very busy.
Very busy.
Can you tell us the number of voters that came?
So right now, we're looking at approximately at this location, about 620-something voters have voted, yes.
Okay, well, as the poll manager, how have you been making sure things go smoothly today for the primary election?
So, you know, we have to be here before the doors open at 7 o'clock. So we have to make sure that the machines are in place, making sure they're working properly. We have poll books that we have to make sure that are working properly. We have signage we have to put out, you know, and so we want to make sure that everything is in place before the doors open at 7. And then also as poll workers, we also have to take an oath as well to make sure that we're doing everything ethically for the voter day.
I also saw some poll watchers here. That
we have had some poll watchers here earlier, and then just the poll workers. The poll workers. We take an oath just to make sure that everybody understands that we're here to do our duty.
Okay. Yeah. And tell me why primary elections are so important, you know, before those general elections coming up in November.
So, you know, the primaries are always important. Any election is important, but we want to make sure at the very beginning of an election cycle that you come in, you're voting for the candidate that you really want to see, you know, almost make it to the end, you know, make it to the end of the election race. So primaries, when you have to do runoffs, when you do the general elections, every election is important. So don't think because of the type of election it is, or, you know, I'll vote for them later once someone else votes them in. It's always important to vote in every election.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Demetra. Remember, polls close at 7 p.m., so make sure you come. I'm live here at Christ United Church, Brooklyn Joyner, 16 WAPT News. Back to you.
All right, Brooklyn, thanks. Well, into Rankin County, there is new technology for voters that use dual authentication, and the county will be the first in the nation that's using it. 16 WAPT's Kendall Jones is live tonight from Brandon City Hall with more details. Kendall, less than an hour to go till the polls close. How is turnout?
Troy, the voter turnout has been very low in Rankin County. Polls open at 7 across the county. Rankin County is now the first in the nation to use new equipment that uses updated voting system guidelines with dual authentication. According to officials, there have been no issues so far. One voter says people need to get out and vote.
Well, my famous adage is, if you don't vote, you don't have a reason to complain.
Well, yes.
So we need to do our input, and therefore we can voice our complaints then, in my opinion.
Live in Brandon, Kendall Jones, 16 WAPT News.
All right, Kendall, thanks. Well, if you need a ride to the polls, there's an organization working to make sure that that happens. Mississippi Move is once again hosting Roll to the Polls. Rides are still available for a bit longer until 6:30 this evening. The transportation is free. You just need to call to set up an appointment. Call this number right now if you need to, 662-205-6683, or you can go to WAPT.com to find out how to book a ride online.
Again, Mississippi voters casting ballots in key races today. Another one of those is the race for U.S. Senate. 16 WAPT's Carlos Garcia joining us live here in the studio to tell us about the candidates in this race. Carlos.
Well, Megan, incumbent U.S. Senator Cindy Hyde-Smith is seeking re-election tonight, but standing in her way is the Republican challenger, Sarah Adlakha. And Hyde-Smith was appointed to that Senate seat back in 2018 after longtime U.S. Senator Thad Cochran retired. And she won the November 2018 special election and then was re-elected in November of 2020. And Hyde-Smith is a strong supporter of agriculture and rural communities, having served as the Mississippi Commissioner of Agriculture and Commerce from 2011 to 2018. Now the challenger, Sarah Adlakha, taking on the incumbent senator in the primary, and she describes herself as a conservative Republican. Adlakha said she wants to secure the border, stop reckless spending, improve health care, and put Mississippi first. And now we turn to the Democratic ballot. Scott Colomb, Albert Little, and Priscilla Till all facing off. Colomb serves as the district attorney for the 16th Judicial District here in the state. He said he's guided by his Christian faith. Little, who served in the United States Marine Corps, said a priority of his campaign is helping veterans, along with fighting for a living wage and affordable health care. And Priscilla Till, who's the cousin of Emmett Till, said she entered this race to promote social justice and civil rights protection at the national level. And the U.S. Senate seat is one of our key races. We'll be keeping a very close eye as those results come in tonight. You can find all those updates on our website, WAPT.com. Back to you, Megan.
Okay, Carlos, thank you. Another key race on the ballot. Let's see for the 2nd Congressional District. 16 WAPT's Aaron Pickens here in the studio to talk about who is on the ballot in this race, Aaron.
Well, here's a look at the races on the Democratic ballot. Longtime 2nd Congressional District Representative Benny Thompson is running against Evan Turnage and Purtis Williams III. Thompson has held this seat since 1993. Turnage spent 5 years working in the U.S. Senate for Senator Elizabeth Warren of Massachusetts, then for Senator Chuck Schumer of New York. Williams says his priorities are food security, education reform, and improving services for seniors. 16 WAPT talked to all 3 candidates and found out why they believe they should hold this seat.
In Washington, it's relationships, but it's also seniority. The only reason we were able to get anything in our area has been my seniority puts me in the room when things are done.
In that time, this district has remained the poorest district in the poorest state in the country. And we've got a lot of persistent issues, from the maternal mortality crisis. We still have brown drinking water in some areas of this district. And the same old way is just not going to work.
So one of the things I like to do is bring Mississippi together, Republican and Democrat. I think on a common bond right now, we can start focusing on the future of the children rather than on our political affiliations.
Here are the candidates on the Republican ballot. Running to represent their party in the 2nd Congressional District are Ron Eller and Kevin Wilson. Eller works at St. Dominic Hospital and served as a combat medic in the U.S. Army. He said he stands for free enterprise, limited government, and traditional values. Wilson's campaign website says he spent his career creating jobs and producing energy in the state. He said he's running to bring a practical voice to Washington, one that puts people first. We'll have more on these races tonight as the results come in. Megan, back to you.
All right, Aaron, thank you. Many more races on the ballot today. In the 3rd Congressional District, Michael Guest running unopposed in this primary. He'll face Democrat Michael Chirodio in November. If you are getting ready to go out and vote in this final hour and you want to learn more about the candidates, you can go to our website to do that at WAPT.com in the politics section. And we'll be watching the results of this election very closely after those polls close at 7, waiting for the returns to come in. You can find election updates on our website and on the 16 WAPT mobile app.